Hello there, guys, and welcome back to another Two Halves live stream. Today, we're going to be talking about the Chelsea-Tottenham game and the Arsenal-Man United game and a few other things. So, to get us started off, we've obviously got to talk about the Chelsea-Tottenham game. What a game! It was just a great performance from Chelsea. A very good performance from Spurs in the last half an hour, but it's just it wasn't enough. And obviously they had 3 or 4 really big players missing, but still, I just don't think we should take away anything from Chelsea because they had a superb performance and they got the goals in the end. They won and they won on penalties. And although Spurs were missing, like I say, 3 or 4 players, I still believe that the reason why Chelsea won is because they've got this mentality that is just better than Spurs, and yeah, they need to change that, and the fans need to change theirs as well because I've been hearing a lot of just excuses, but also a lot of blame, just no blame, just excuses. There's no blame at the manager, no blame at the players, really. And if they keep on continuously just letting them off, then they're just going to carry on like this and bottling more and more big chances to win cups like this. But what's your thoughts on the game yesterday, Rico?
I thought it was a good game. Didn't watch it, to be honest.
I did, and can I? Yeah.
I think Tottenham's pretty shit.
Yeah, they had a good spell, half an hour in the game, but apart from that, yeah, like you say, they were quite poor, to be honest. But it was expected. They were missing key players. But another person I've got to speak about is this absolutely sublime performance of Emerson Palmieri. He's shown yesterday why he should take Marcos Alonso's place now. Absolutely amazing. And it's not even totally that he's an amazing fullback. It's just I think he looked even more amazing because he suits the system of Sarri ball so much better than Marcos Alonso. Marcos Alonso does not suit that system at all. So Emerson was always overlapping Eden Hazard, creating so much space for other players, always delivering the ball, and obviously gave that last chance to Giroud that he missed. I don't know how. I did watch the full match, and Emerson was a key player for Chelsea, and definitely up there for man of the match, even though Eden Hazard got it. But I'd definitely say he's in the top 3 there for getting man of the match, but unfortunately didn't for his sake. But next thing we'll talk about is the FA Cup fixtures at the weekend, the big ones. One of them's more big than the other, but Crystal Palace versus Tottenham. It's at Selhurst Park. Crystal Palace just been doing average recently. Obviously, Tottenham coming off a loss and out of the Carabao Cup from Chelsea. But I still see them getting a win, but I think it will be tight. And they'll still be missing key players, but I'm going for a 2-1 Tottenham win. What about you, Rico?
I think Palace are in good form, but even though they lost against Liverpool, they're still really good in that game. I think Tottenham are going to be tired because they played a good team against Chelsea. I think it's going to be a close game, but I think Palace will win 2-1.
Okay, yeah, a bit controversial there, but I can see why you'd say that. Key players missing off a loss, but maybe they might be motivated. But even if they're motivated, they may not have the right players to do the job. But still believe they're better than Palace, so that's why I've gone with the 2-1 win. But yeah, I see where it comes from. But next game is Chelsea versus Sheffield Wednesday. Not as big as obviously that one, but it's at Stamford Bridge. Still a Championship side versus a Premier League side. Yeah, I think Chelsea would be buzzing. Another cup competition for them to go all the way. They could possibly getting another FA Cup final. Obviously, they're the holders of the FA Cup currently. I've won it last year. So, yeah, they're going to be up for this game after a big performance and win against Tottenham to get them into the final. So, yeah, I see Chelsea winning this one 3-1 or 4-1. But what do you think, Rico?
I think it'll be an easy game for Chelsea, but I never know with Chelsea. They're always have a good game and then go and have a bad
Exactly.
game and just edge
Yeah,
it.
very inconsistent.
I think I could see this being. I think it could be 2-1 Chelsea.
Okay, yeah, still win Chelsea, but yeah, could be a bit tougher, and they are inconsistent. So you never know really with Chelsea, and because Chelsea
No.
like being the underdogs, and obviously they're not, but I still see them getting a good win here. Next thing we can talk about is I personally think this is really good business from Chelsea. Not exactly for the player, but it's the terms that he's on. He's 31 years old, and somehow they've managed to get him for a 6-month loan and could be extended to 18 months if they want him. And then after that, they could buy him. And Chelsea could really do Juventus over here and just have him for 18 months till he's, 32, 33, get the best out of him, and wouldn't have to pay any more than probably about 15 million in loan fees. So I think it's great business from Chelsea. Hopefully, for their sake, this will break the curse of the number 9 shirt at Chelsea, and they get quite a few goals for them because they've needed a centre forward for a while now. Morata wasn't cutting it. He's definitely on his way out. And Giroud, obviously, you saw that last night. He's just not good enough, but he's a great plan B and a great backup. But yeah, I see him doing all right at Chelsea. This is sorry and everything. But what do you think about that move, Rico?
I think it's a good move for Higuain, to be honest. He was struggling a bit at AC Milan, but he still showed signs of his form. I think he'll get better service than he did at AC Milan. He's going to have Hazard and Willian and the wings.
And Jorginho as well, yeah.
And Jorginho, who he's played with before. So there's a lot of
creative outlets, yeah.
Creative outlets, yeah. And he knows the manager well. He knows Jorginho well. So I think he's a good signing for him. But if he doesn't hit the ground running, then he needs to get confidence, I think.
Yeah. But hopefully being up.
I think he should start against Sheffield Wednesday, get a goal, and then sub him off like at 60th minute or something.
Yeah. Or bring on, or just have Giroud till the 45th or the 60th minute and bring him on then. But yeah, I think he is, yeah, like I said, going to be a good signing for himself. And yeah, you're right about the creative outlets. There's going to be a lot more service to him, which is what Higuain needs to shine and to be a great goal scorer. And he just hasn't been getting that in Milan. And he's been doing all right when he played for Juventus for the first couple of years there. So yeah, I've seen this be a good move on both sides. So yeah, hopefully it works out for both parties. Next thing we can talk about is, sorry, I just got to check. Victor Moses has gone on loan to Fenerbahce. Not exactly a big move, but I thought we'd just talk about it because no one really knew what was happening with Victor Moses. I haven't heard anything in these past few months. He was doing so well under Conte, and then he just got kicked out of the team, which is a bit unfair when you look at it. But when you look at the bigger picture, you can totally see why. The system's just completely changed, and Victor Moses just doesn't fit in as Chelsea quality in the system. As a wing back, he did, because there wasn't many players that could do what he did. The work ethic, the pace, the attacking and the defence. But now he has to play right back or right wing, and to them extremes, he's just not good enough. And yeah, it's a shame. But hopefully he does well at Fenerbahce, get to move somewhere else, and has a positive rest of his career, because he's only 28, 29, which is, could say, quite old, but he's still got a few years left in him. And hopefully he does well in Turkey. But what do you think about the move, Rico?
I don't think it's a great move for him, to be honest. Turkey, Fenerbahce. I think he should have. I think maybe he should have tried to get on Championship side, move, sustain England. You're not travelling far, or even get to a Premier League side, whatever offers he had. I just think Fenerbahce is a bit of a weird one because he's just going to come back after the 18-month loan, and you never know. Like, he's going to be in his 30s when he comes back or something, or close to his 30s.
Yeah.
So I would still use him. I think maybe he could fit in that Chelsea team somewhere. But
yeah, maybe. But yeah, agree with all your points there. But yeah, again, it is just a shame. But final thing we talk about, and I'm sure is the reason why most people are watching, is to talk about Arsenal versus Manchester United tonight. I think this is going to go to Man United, this win, or it could possibly go to a replay. But I don't think Arsenal will win it. Obviously, they've come off a great win against Chelsea, but I just don't see it. I could be totally wrong. I said that about the Arsenal-Chelsea game, and I was completely wrong. So you never know. This really is a 50-50 game, but Man United are on top form. But even if Manchester United do lose this game, it'll be interesting to see the way they bounce back from their first loss under Solskjaer. It would just be interesting to see, because it's been going all well for them at the moment, but you never know, when they hit some adversity, it could go all out the window, you know. But I doubt it. But you never know, he might not have the skills as a manager to control situations like that. But I do see this win, this game being a Man United win, and I'm going 2-1 Manchester United. But what do you think, Rico?
I think it's going to be a close game. I think I'm not going to see. I think it's going to be a very different Arsenal tonight. I think there's going to be a lot of changes, and I just think that I think it will be a draw tonight. To be honest, I can't see a team winning it. I can see Man United winning it. I can see Arsenal winning it, but I think it'll be most likely it's going to be a draw, and then United will win it in the away leg.
Yeah, it could possibly be that as well. I see what you're saying there. But yeah, I still stick with my point that Man United win is most likely in my eyes. But you never know. But hopefully it'll be a great game, and I'm going to be watching it. So is Rico. And yeah, I'm sure a lot of you guys will as well. It's on normal TVs, I'm pretty sure. So don't have to pay for it or have Sky Sports. So that's a good thing with the FA Cup fixtures. But yeah, that's all we've got to talk about today, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed this live stream. Remember, Monday and Fridays every week we do live streams. So make sure you tune into any future ones as well. But yeah, hopefully you guys have a good weekend, and see you.